Just off the east bank of the Cumberland River and across the water from the Tennessee State Capitol building, there's a look at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We're all set to go, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Tennessee Titans. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Yeah, that'll be a little too hot to handle, as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Tag! 60 Eagles, 60.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
All right, I've got to be careful here. All right, he's on the plus side of 30. There may be a little gray in the beard, but that's not slowing down his speed as far as he's concerned.
What are you saying? I'm on the plus side of 30.
Well, if you're on the plus side of 30, you don't know what I'm on the plus side of. All I know is that run right there let us know there's still some life in those legs.
Absolutely. Still got a lot of life left in those legs.
Deputy! Cowboy 80.
To throw, here's Ward. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he gets this one down to the 24. 18 more yards there and another first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles, knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
The Titans at 2-6 now on the year, and they come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
And far be it from me to go ahead and go gloom and doom, right? If they fall down 7-0, 14-0, all of a sudden the cycle starts all over again. So the best way out of this for them, they need something to happen positive early in this game. That's a great way to help break this losing skid.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cohen. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Play after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Marking 18.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. You talk about this Titan defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make, because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
That's to his tight end, Tanner Warren. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Colts.
Let's go now. Ready.
Richardson looking to throw. Able to shake it off. They showed up a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Tap the 60. Tap the 60.
Here's Richardson to throw. And it'll be intercepted. It's Roger McCreary with a pick. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. From scoreless to 13-0 in a hurry. First, their offense had the touchdown, and now the defense comes through with one.
You can't get a better 1-2 punch than that. Off a touchdown offense by getting one on defense. If they keep that effort up, you'll take the other sideline out of this one very quickly.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Here we go. Here we go.
Richardson looking to throw this. And his throw here is incomplete.
And I think we're all starting to wonder with this early deficit, what will that do to their play calling? Do they feel like they have to be more aggressive because they're throwing to start the drive here, but it winds up incomplete?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Richardson. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. in the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week they're coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready?
Ward. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Touchdown, Titans. Chigaconkro, 39 yards. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. 1 man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Colts. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Get it. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw is Ward. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Results in a 4th down.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. That's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining,
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Go.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. Richardson. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. It's a gain of 34.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now it's Richardson. This will be caught at about the 6. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will possibly get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On the other hand, it will definitely take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a third down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a first down if they just get a yard out of it. A touchdown from a yard out. And the Colts take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down and, okay, forget the field goal because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Come on.
Now they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
38-yard line.
From the 38 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now, Ward. That's complete to DK. They have 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
Ready, set.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Get it. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Ward. Tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
We talked a lot about erasing that loss last week. Get him back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. This defense better wake up. 2 plays on this drive, and they're already right here.
So far, they've had no answers. So right now, if I'm calling defenses, I'm thinking about how do I free up my best player, my best tackler, and try and create a big play to stop some of this momentum.
Taylor is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Julian Blackman. And the Titans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Hard running at the 15. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now Ward. That's caught left side by Eilmanner. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
2nd down and 3.
Here we go. Here we go. Panther 60. Panther, go.
Here's Ward. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Ward. And that will be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is.
Well, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Out of the gun, Ward. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Chigakakwo with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and 7. Looking to throw. Richardson. Got a man and he hits him in stride. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Now a 2nd and 10. In motion, the tight end.
7 Lions, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
Richardson working from the gun. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
65 catch. Let's go now.
Back to the air with Richardson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Titans are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's to the tight end, Helm. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 45 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
They'll try to run for it with Henry. He had to fight that time. Ran through one tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. Ward. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Working out of the gun here, Ward. And it's caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
Ready? Ready?
They'll run. It's Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all on one throw right there.
Let's go. 19, let's go.
Richardson out of the shotgun. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. A final shot before the half. Richardson. He's going to try and go deep again. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. lead will be cut down to 14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum. There he goes, right side. Jonathan Taylor, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Colts have got it back to within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
To throw, here's Ward. Short throw taken in by Conquo. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the game there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down, Ward. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Go!
Richardson looking to throw. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Here we go.
first and 10. Taylor now. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 110 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, 2nd and 4. Richardson to throw off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Richardson looking to throw this. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. The Colts send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Seven-yard punt, a return of 4. And that will come the offense as they take over. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves. Let go.
Play action now. Ward. Cockrell holds it in left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He went over 100 yards in the wild card round. He's over 100 here as well. And a 1st down.
Get it! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 42-yard line.
Ready! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Let's go!
Ward. And it's caught by Cohen. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and
1. Here we go. Start.
They'll try to look for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. On now is the Titans punter, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see.
Taking it right down Broadway. How about this? Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are an extra point away from evening this one up. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that will bring up second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's go. 68.
To throw is Ward. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But third down coming up.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Come on. Set. 19, Tiger, 19.
Ward now working out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down. On now is the Titans punter, as he's on for the fifth time here today. Turn there, 22 yards.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, in that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the right. And now here's another interception. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Tag. Cowboy 80. Go.
From the gun, Ward. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Throwing now, Ward. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Go. Ready.
Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11, first down.
On the set. Here we go. Cut.
From the shotgun, Richardson. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And it'll be second down.
At the 29-yard line.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. It's completed on the bubble screen. That's Warren. And he's going to be met behind the line of scrimmage and taken down. And a penalty flag is going to come out on top of it.
On the ready. Deputy.
Now we give to Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. 68 yards receiving now for him in the game. And a first down on that last catch as well. Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet,
Here we go.
you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Oh, no, he lost the football. Oh, and one of the linebackers has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
To throw is Warren. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw.
He is just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception.
Here we go. Ready.
Henry up the middle. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Okay, ready.
The Titans on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. A short throw taken in by Conquest. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
It's a 45-yard punt and a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready up.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Second down and 4.
Get it.
Now Richardson. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Ready.
A first down carry for Smith. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a first down.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. Here's first and goal. They've got it first and goal, looking to take the lead here in the late going. Now Richardson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. A give for Taylor running right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Colts have broken our tie and have taken a fourth quarter lead. Important extra point up and through. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. They'll come up first and 10 here.
Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Second and 10.
Here we go.
Now Richardson is going to keep it running right. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
19, let's go.
Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go. Here we go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
To try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. Set.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Room here to run. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Okay, ready?
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
On the handoff. This is Taylor. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. 229 yards rushing for him now to this point. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Throw taken in by Taylor, left side. And he is going to have the Colts first down. And that should be the one that finishes this game off. A clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Indianapolis, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.